These Harry Potter references have to stop. I don't get them. I don't understand them. I don't even hear them. Even if you were to say them to me, I don't know what is a Harry Potter reference, or if you're having a conversation with me, like, you have to stop. I've warned you once. Last week I said stop. You brought a wand in.
I did.
So I don't know when you're going to drop them in now. Now I'm concerned. A lot of people picked up on it.
You're quite serious here, aren't you?
I just I don't know what Harry Potter is.
Yeah.
And everyone's picking up on it. Like, was that a Harry Potter thing then?
What?
Is that something Snape says? You're quite serious, aren't you? Like, is that,
No,
am I falling for it?
No, it wasn't. I can't promise that I won't accidentally do it, but I really, really appreciate you saying something, because it obviously takes a lot of courage to stand up to your enemies, but a lot more to stand up to your friends. And so I appreciate it.
Thank you. It does. And you're so right. You know, it's easy potting from afar, but to look your mate in the eye and say it has to stop because I think you have a problem.
And that was one of my favourite Dumbledore quotes I've just used.
Got him! Fuck me. See? That's where we're at. Play a sting.
Hey guys, welcome to the Dan Does Footy podcast. You can find more of Dan Does Footy on the website, Spotify, YouTube, and social media. Lids off. See ya.
There was heaps of sick kids, and I was like, where are they? Kick him harder. Kick him all harder. Punch him in the face. Not bloody horizontally challenged, if you get what I mean. Boner. Tough crowd today. Should we say this is the line? If you don't hear the next bit, it's over the line? Okay, so if you don't hear the next bit, I've got over the line. Who's just walked past Punt Road? It dips him. Oh, just knew I was walking into it as well. I felt uneasy.
Yeah.
Did you plan that?
No, I didn't, but
That's just easy. Home run.
Pops up and I'm going to...
That was teed up for you as well.
But also, it's true. I mean, it does take courage to stand up.
I don't
for
want to
your
agree with that
enemies.
anymore because it's a Harry Potter reference.
Yeah.
That's, mate, what a way to start a Thursday morning. I hope you're all happy, everyone. All the Harry Potter fans out there, and which there is a lot of.
Can I just say that it really is accidental a lot of the time.
That wasn't.
But now I've gone, oh my God, have we hit this kind of weird footy Harry Potter crossover? Like, I didn't realise there were so many more fans out there, so I'm loving it.
There's a lot. I mean, to your credit, I like the fluffy thing. That's the only one I like.
Because it's accurate.
It is very accurate. But the other ones I don't get, and people are commenting on YouTube and messaging me saying, I can't believe you didn't listen to that. Ollie, well done. Congratulations, mate, slipping in. Like, keep doing it. So I know you're going to keep doing it. I don't know what the references are. I probably should, in the off-season, go and do some study.
Oh, you've definitely got some off-season work to do.
I'll watch every Harry Potter in the off-season.
Yeah,
I think. So, why don't you, mate? How's things? We're going to the Origin tonight. You're going to hear this the day after, so I'm going to say tonight just because we're going.
Yeah. We can speak sort of in reverse. It was fun, wasn't it?
It was awesome. I can't believe Queensland won.
And New South Wales, and cut. I can't believe New South Wales won.
And crazy. It was a great experience. Now, I haven't been to one.
No.
Sorry, I have. I've been to one in Queensland. I haven't been to one at the G. Now, everyone says the G is a different experience.
Yeah.
You've been to soccer there, and you say you're like you're at NG Stadium watching the footy.
I don't know if it's the exact measurements, but I would assume it would be the same as a soccer pitch. So when I have been to the soccer at the MCG, they do have to bring it in a fair bit. But
far off it.
It's worth it when you've got 90,000 fans there. So like we could play it at Amy, and then we'd be close, but the atmosphere
there's
would
no
be completely
sphere there,
different.
is there?
No
sphere.
Sphere is an all-time
sphere,
low.
no attitude, no mood, no vibe. I'm keen just for the vibe. I think knowing a little bit about rugby league.
Nice.
Rugby league. Queensland are heavy favourites here.
Okay.
But they haven't won there since 95.
What, in Melbourne?
In Melbourne.
Yeah, right.
Last time they won in 95 in Melbourne at the G, guess who won the flag?
Oh, no.
Carlton. So
You
my
tell me.
stars are aligning tonight.
Yeah.
My waters are moving.
Yeah, that's so... Well, there you go.
Hopefully.
I'm excited. And did you get any response to... Was it the last episode? It would have been where to go beforehand. Like, is there a difference? Did you find out whether or not the corner's fine for a pre-bet? Like, or...
No idea. I still don't know. Did you get anything?
No, I didn't get anything.
We're going to the bot. So that's where we're going to go.
Well, that's just that then.
Well, but I don't know if that's going to be a mood for us to drink beers then get into the rugby crowd. I don't know. We're just going to the bot because it's close, I guess.
Someone told us
said
to.
Bot, yeah, so we're just following the crowd. All right, well, hopefully Queensland get up. Although New South Wales, they're very cool. They're like the Hawthorn. They got swagger.
Really?
Yeah, they're cool. They're a cool guy.
Okay, cool.
Cool guys.
They're cool guys.
Yeah. Is that a reference to Harry Potter?
No, because he said cool guy, and I just thought I'd
A cool
put
guy. Australian brand, I think.
Yeah.
So last ep, we probably should address the elephant in the room here, the fluffy in the room. We were a bit rattled.
Weren't we?
Lots going on here in the studio, in the locker room. Forgot the Swans Giants review, which is probably, there's no easy way to say this, everyone. We just totally forgot it. It wasn't even the run sheet.
To your point, though, in our private messages, you did say we haven't ever promised that it's a review of every game. It just so happens that we've done every game.
We've just blessed you guys with the review of every game. So we've never promised it. In saying that, like, we should have done it.
Yeah, and we did forget.
Hands are up again.
Yeah.
Really. This is going to be a bit of a start to the episode where I just put my hand up and say, I'm sorry, everyone.
Bit of a tail between our legs.
Bit of a tail between the legs. We're better than that.
Yeah.
I'm better than that. You're like, as a community, we are.
Yeah.
So you guys deserve that. We will be better from now on. I just want to say, well done to Sydney for winning that game. If you want to go back to it, they did win. If you refuse to look at the scores because you're waiting for this episode to review it, Sydney have won that game. Errol Gordon is now a 3-time Brett Kirk medalist.
Yep.
That's how that game went.
Yep.
Pretty straightforward. So if you had been just holding on, waiting for the result, that's how it went down.
People trust what you've got to say, so there would be people out there.
People listen.
Yeah.
So that's how that went, and we won't ever do that again. We also forgot to speak about the
Evangeline.
superstar. Yeah. Play at the G. Superstar. Now we were both away. You were eating a 9-course meal.
I was in a satanic festival.
You were coming out of some kind of satanic hole, and I was just rattled from going back home to Adelaide and getting abused in Highway Street.
A general Adelaide.
So it's pretty much
rattling.
a satanic hole as well.
Yeah,
we were both down in Satan's asshole, and we come out of a bit rattled. So great, shout out to her.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Like, and are we the most powerful podcast in the world? Well, I don't know. Like, things like that don't just happen overnight unless you come on here.
Yeah.
So she did a great job. And credit to her, 90,000 is a lot different to the soccer crowd.
Yeah.
You know, things are far away. You don't know if it's hitting the same way. So I got a glowing report from a lot of people.
That's good.
Saying she was great. So we hope that this is the start for her.
Yeah.
Big time, because she's a superstar.
She's already started.
She's a superstar.
Yeah.
She's great. I can see, close my eyes, Spring Carnival. I can see her in the Penfolds Marquee. I can see her at Lexus Centre. I can see her doing all these events come summer.
Right.
Grand Final Parade.
Yeah.
Carlton. I can see that happening. Grand Final event. DDF. Maybe we get up there, the Beverly. Now we're humming.
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
So
okay.
this is why we need to, or not apologise, but I like this at the start. We've gone, here's what we did wrong.
Yeah.
We've blown away the cobwebs and we're good to go now.
Yeah, we do.
I like it.
Also, probably, I was going to do this a bit later, but I think the best time to do it now as well, apologising, is for me to apologise to Essendon fans. Now, 80% of you guys did agree with me on where I sit in your finals chances and what happens if you do get to finals.
Yep.
But a lot of the others, the other 20%, very angry and fears for my safety have skyrocketed lately.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Really scared about you angry Essendon fans coming for me. Now, I kind of apologised, but then also kind of doubled down last step. So I didn't really do anything at all, just nullified itself.
Yeah.
I want to say that going forward, will not say anything negative about the Essendon Bombers and their fans until they give me a reason to do so. So I just want to start with an apology, which I've written here, a formal apology.
Oh, please do.
Dear shithole club. No, I'm kidding. I was a joke, everyone. Fuck, please don't burn the studio down. Dear Essendon, I'm sorry that over the last few weeks I've come across harsher about what your team is doing. I'm sorry that I can't help who you play and when you play them, and I acknowledge that you are in the top 4 and you deserve to be there.
Yep.
I'm sorry it's been almost 7,300 days since you last won a final. If my team had gone that long without winning a final, I'd probably be a little on edge also. So from this episode onwards, I will be as positive as I can about what you're doing until you start sliding. And when that slide happens, I will seek a blessing to tear shreds off your club. But until that day, I will have a positive attitude towards what you're doing. In fact, if you make the finals this year, I will record the first week of our finals pod in full Essendon gear and full face paint as a show of my respect. Love, Goz.
Wow.
I'm sorry, everyone.
That's huge.
Yeah.
That was honest from the heart.
From the heart. Well, I read it, so yeah, it was also from the run sheet as well. But so I'm sorry, Essendon. So now we're done. I think we're done apologising here.
Yeah.
We're done, yeah. We are. Few Ollie sightings.
Oh.
As we lube each other up here. Alex said he saw you eating an apple at 6 p.m. down Glen Huntley Road.
Okay.
Is this the diet of a superstar, or is this just you eating apples at 6 p.m. at night?
I definitely would have been on Glen Huntley Road at 6 p.m, but there's no way I've been eating an apple. Maybe an apple,
then?
apple vape.
Yeah.
Maybe.
What would it have been?
Legitimately, it could have been a Vegemite scroll from the bakery.
Probably it.
Like something like
Yeah.
that.
Jalapeno, chicken wings,
Not on the go. I'm not a psychopath.
long neck in it. Yeah.
Would have been me, but not an apple.
So confirming it was you.
Well, confirming
Good
that
start.
Yeah.
How good's this? Honesty. Who would have
Yeah.
thought from this episode?
Yeah, correct.
Second one, don't know who sent it from, but they were standing behind you to buy beers at a game, and because you don't wear a deo, they reckon they got a waff of you.
Okay, well, that's just not true.
And you're telling everyone that you don't smell. It's a gift that God has given you.
One day we will have smell-o-vision, and people watching this or listening to this will be able to tell. I
Yeah.
don't. And I wear cologne, so I smell quite nice.
Yeah.
But I'm calling...
Bullshit on that one.
I'm calling a bit of BS on that.
Okay.
No, they wouldn't have
so that
with
one's
me.
not true.
But I would have been at a game, so that
Okay.
all stands out.
Let's just preview this. This is massive. Next week, we have a big guest on. We have Matt Hill, superstar caller, changing the game, ball in a China shop, in a commentary team China shop, just throwing his weight around.
Yep.
And turning what we thought traditional coverage was
Yep.
into a whole new world that we're loving.
Yep.
He's on the pod next week, which we're so excited to. Excited to pick his brain.
Yeah.
A big, just being a superstar this year. Probably the best thing to come out of the season.
Well, it could be less of an entertainment experience and more of a learning curve for us both.
Yeah.
To just go, you know what, let's not have fun here, but I want to learn.
Let's just bring a notepad and take
Yep.
some notes.
Open up the
Superstar.
brain
We're
and
keen.
just get what we can out.
It being in Europe as well, so he's going to come off a fresh break, feeling good,
Nice.
feeling really good. So if any questions, we'll do a little box on Instagram, get like a few questions for Matty Hill, and see how he goes. Keen.
I love anyone who works in the AFL just going on a mid-season break, though. That's
Fuck it,
respect.
why not? Yeah, I rate it. I rate it a lot.
Yeah.
I rate it a lot. So it'd be interesting to see if he speaks the same in a podcast as he does when he's calling the footy.
A bit quick.
Yeah, it's like I need you to slow
yeah.
down. I don't need you to commentate on like us missing games and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, let's just forget that, okay?
Who'd do that?
Yeah, so I'm keen for that. I'm very keen for that.
That's
Let's get into what happened last night. Dangerfield
Yeah.
gave the MRO that hook. Just gave it to him good. He got off. And now I think there's two definite sides to this. There's no in between. You either think he didn't perform a dangerous tackle, or you think that he did and he got lucky to get off. I think that's where we all sit. And if the AFL wants to go and hire some people who are experts in physics and reading players' thoughts, then jump on social media because there's a bunch of them on there. I didn't know how many people had played football. Were neck experts, could read Walsh's mind, so he threw his neck. Yeah,
Heaps of experts.
Didn't realize how many experts we had out there, but it's great. So if you do, I mean, the big one for me, and my point on is I'm on the thinking of that. It should have been a week, and I'll explain why. But the big one, the argument is, Walshy threw his weight into the ground. If you seriously think, and I'm not even trying to be biased blues here, it could be any player. If you actually think an AFL player is deciding mid-tackle when his arms are pinned to be like, you know what, let's just fucking throw my head in the ground and potentially give myself a concussion, then I'm sorry. I just think you're so wrong on that.
It just doesn't happen, does
I
it?
didn't play many games, but I played enough to know the arena, what
Yep.
happens in a split second, and the thought process of, okay, I'm tackled, what do I do?
Yep.
There's not one thought or one player that would ever think, you know what, let's milk this in that scenario.
Yeah.
The game's too quick for that.
Yeah.
It's way too quick. So before I tell you my stance, what did you think? Because I don't know where you stand on it. I haven't asked you yet.
No, I would tend to agree.
Yeah.
And
So
we know as well that we've got our own little sort of side quest going on with Patrick at the moment. And
Yes, well,
so regardless of what I think, that's the decision.
I'm with you. He doesn't like us, and we have said that maybe we're not the biggest fans of him, but I'm taking those hats off. I'm taking my Dangerfield hat off. I'm taking my Carlton bias hat off, and I'm just talking. For me, this year especially, the AFL has made it very obvious that any actions leading to head knocks, potential head injuries, that they're going to come under the microscope because there's a big case of the CTE stuff and concussion, so they're going to be judged harder given where we're at with that in our game.
Yep.
And this year especially, They've changed the game to accommodate that, and we've slowly had to accept it over time. The start of the year, we were like, okay, that's different to what it was. That wasn't a suspension last year, but okay, don't like it maybe, but that is what it is. And from round one or opening round to now, we've kind of known that tackles that wouldn't have been giving you a sanction probably are going to, given where the game's changed. So we've come to accept it. And the precedent was set. So all players now knew any sling tackles or pin in the arms, that's probably going to be a week, regardless of where you are. So when Danger pins both arms and carries momentum in the ground of Walsh, you look at that and you go, well, that just has to be a week, because you've told us over so long this year and all the precedents before that is a week. So we're now accustomed to that just being a week. And in this case, when it goes to the MRO, you now say, much like a rule change, well, actually, that tackle was different because he did everything in his power to protect the player, which is just, that doesn't make any sense to me. I don't care what other people think. Everyone's going to sit on different, but how can you judge that like that?
It says here as well, an act which typically results in a dangerous tackle charge was actually the safest option as he tried to protect his opponent.
Again, don't want to sound like it's a Dangerfield out to get him fest, but when you pin both arms, one like a chicken wing, you're driving it into the ground. But the evidence you've given us, the AFL, that says that is just a week. And now you're saying, well, actually, in the tackle, he did his best to protect him. He turned his body, he actually pulled his arms up, he tried to carry momentum away from the ground. That just doesn't, there is no consistency or set of criteria for tribunal cases for dangerous tackles. That's what you've set now. And the Harry Jones one was a different type of tackle, but the arms were pinned, and that was a week. And you can argue that Essendon maybe had to argue that and they would have got the same result. I get that. That's fine. The league, though, you told us, and you're showing us that you're going to protect the player that's getting tackled. Well, now you're telling us that you're not. If the tackler can somehow soften that blow. There is a huge... And some people argue, well, that tackle shouldn't have even been sent to the MRO. And maybe that's right. But the AFL has told us from round one that's going to the MRO. The disconnect from the MRO and the tribunal is wild. There is no sync there at all. How one can say straight to the MRO or the tribunal, and then they'll say, nah, all good, get off.
Well, you hate to say it, but it's probably the good bloke tax, isn't it?
And that's a part of it as well. Like, is that... That's the confusing thing about it. There's now a good bloke tax which got used for Charlie. Did Danger do this? Is there an image-based thing where, because he's the AFLPA president, does that come into it? And is that why he's a good bloke? It's just that there's no precedents that they use in cases, and it's totally random. So what you may as well do now at the tribunal, they may as well bring Danger in, or whoever it is next week, say, what you're here for, no worries, bring out a fucking massive spinning wheel and just spin it and see where it lands. Like, that's actually where we're at. I know that's taking the piss and it's kind of like stupid, but honestly, this year, that's the best way to describe it.
Yep. And I've looked over that footage and the report as well, and for someone who doesn't get it, just in general, outside of the footy world, I don't know in what world holding a player's arms behind his back is protecting him. If he let him go, it's like, okay, it happened very quickly, still hit his head, but there was a moment there where he can release...
Protect himself.
Different.
Yeah.
But... drive him into his knee and ground.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And again, I just want to really reinforce that it could have been anyone, and I'd still feel so strong in this position.
Yep.
And... when this got released, I just felt, one, super flat for Walsh, because everyone's saying he'd flopped into the ground. Like, it's just a really immature thing to say, if that's how you really feel. I don't get people who say that. And I love that this podcast and our socials, you have your opinions and you can let them fly, and that's great. I love building that. But that one just really, I don't understand. I don't get that one. And when the Dangerfield decision came out last night, I mostly just felt really flat. I felt really flat for the players, and for me who had played in football and have been the person who's been tackled like that in the ground, and your head does get knocked, and I have friends who have done the same thing, and then they're now suffering from things here or there, and you don't report these concussions. I felt really flat for them because the game has never been harder for them to play in. The risk has never been high. And whatever job you go into, I think the main thing you want is to be protected.
Mm-hmm.
And at the moment, this decision tells me that we're not going to protect the player because there's no consistency with it at all.
No.
And that's how I feel really flat for the players.
Yeah, well
really
said.
do.
The only thing when you're suggesting that some people have said that Walsh threw his body weight behind himself, right? So I've looked it over again. The only reason people think that is what I can see Walsh doing is potentially trying to push out of the tackle. So his body's been used to kind of wriggle up and out, and because he's moved, that's caused a little bit of a momentum shift.
Yeah.
But he's not thrown himself directly down. He's sort of broken out and up.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I think so. I just don't like the thought that he threw. Like, there's not enough time, guys, to do that. I'm telling you.
Even if he wanted to.
I know that you might not like that I played football. I was fucking shit. But I'm telling you, there's not enough time to think like that. There's just not. It is so quick. It's quicker than what you see on the TV. It's obviously quicker than slow-mo. No one thinks like that.
No.
It's just, I mean, Hamish Brayshaw posted something last night with his face saying, I need to write another letter in. And that is also a good point. Like, you give up so much as a player to play this sport. You give away, your friends and family. You give up your health. You put your health at risk here, and it can be taken from you in a heartbeat, like Angus.
Yep.
So in this case, when they're saying, well, actually, it's a good technique because Danger threw his body in front and he slid and he pulled up, so he got it right. So now the players will be like, well, okay, I can do that if I get the technique right. But what if a player doesn't? And then someone who is on the other end of that tackle suffers the consequences because we've now said that's okay if you get it right. I'm actually like just a little, it just really, really shocked me last night. And the Bombers, Bombers fans will be flat because he might just roll into this game now and tell them a new one.
Yeah, true.
Like, so that's that really, I just did not expect that one to be thrown out. At all the cases we've seen this year, I thought that was a pretty clear-cut one.
Yep, agreed.
But we'll see how we go. This is still gathering a lot of momentum. I don't know if St Kilda are behind it because the war chest is ready to burst. But Trac and his family being angry at Melbourne, it just won't go away.
No.
It won't. So he went on 3-6 last night and very emotional, saying it's very, very raw. And it was actually quite moving to see that he's still really upset and more so upset for his family and how they suffer and, had to have surgery at 2 a.m, couldn't see anyone and it was all a bit panic stations and no one really got to talk to him. And he was open and honest and said, the family was really pissed off, really pissed off with the club. And this is after Goody came out and said, well, actually, no, we're all good. I don't think those stories are true. Well, clearly they are because Trac's coming out. So something is going on here and it keeps coming back up. And I don't think you could blame anyone now for Trac even having a thought about maybe bouncing out of Melbourne. I don't think he will, but if you almost died at work, you'd probably think twice about going back again.
Yeah, you'd have a think.
You'd have a think about it.
Yeah, you'd think about it. Yeah, well,
If you're, if you're on a tradie side of an office right now having to listen, if you just started bleeding from the spleen because someone maybe knocked into you probably think, well, maybe do I want to go here tomorrow? Like, I'm not sure if this is the safest place for me to go to. So Melbourne they cannot lose him. Cannot lose him here. So we know the heat's on Goody. My question here, is there a chance that because Trac's so good, they say to Goody, we can't lose Trac and he's so good that we have to remove one of the situations here and pull Goody out of the club?
It's
Is Trac that good enough player that you part ways with the coach for? Because we see it in the NBA a lot. The star players remove the coaches.
I think the problem is there, though, that's a precedent that's been set in the States and in European football for a really long time. And I don't really want to see our game go down that path.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you ask me, is Trac worth doing that for? Yeah, he probably is. He probably is.
For some players, it's worth sacking a coach to keep the player. I don't know. It just won't go. It keeps popping up every week. He did this, a month ago now?
Yeah.
Almost. And it's still around.
Shit, really?
3 weeks,
Yeah.
3 weeks
Wow,
ago.
yeah.
So we're still talking about it, which is crazy. So I think Melbourne fans will be a bit on edge about it. I think the war chest is obviously bursting, ready to go.
Yeah.
So we'll see how we go.
Oh, it's making, you can almost hear it, down there in Moorabbin. It's jingling that much.
Yeah, it is. Is that a Harry Potter reference?
What? Something down in Moorabbin jingling?
I don't
so
know,
much?
mate. I'm just on edge about everything.
You are really on
I
edge.
am. I'm
aren't you?
waiting for something to come out. And so I know what's going to happen. Someone will be like, oh, it's so good when you said that after the Trac thing. I fucking have no idea about it.
Don't worry.
Euros, how are we going? We haven't checked in.
Euros is going well. Time of recording, I've just finished watching the England-Slovenia game. There were a few 0-0 draws.
England win or not?
No, draw. So they've gone through, but pretty unconvincingly. 2 draws, 1 win.
Yeah, right.
So we're starting now as of Saturday morning, round of 16 knockouts.
Okay. And how's your feed going?
Feed's going well.
Good.
I will say this is a little difficult with soccer because you've got the draw element. It does add another layer.
True.
And you only know the team that are starting half an hour before kickoff. So it's a little bit difficult, but generally pretty good.
That's okay.
You know, and getting the followers up there too.
Good,
and
love that.
it's good.
Get around
Yeah.
you. Well, everything's great. Yeah, at least you keep feeding them. Just keep throwing out some burley and feed them, and then give them a good plate of food. That's good.
That's true.
This was very interesting. AFL's Brownlow Predictor came out last night.
Yes.
So pretty. I mean, I don't know if they know the results, but a good source to come from or where the AFL, the league, thinks the Brownlow's at.
Yeah, it's like the umpires have done a mid-season
Anonymous,
predictor.
anonymous survey.
Yeah.
What do you think? So this is what we had. On 22 votes right now, Isaac Heaney's winning.
Yep.
19 votes, Patrick Cripps. 18 votes, Errol Gordon. 17 votes, Nick Dacos. 16 votes, Chad Warner. 16 votes, Zach Merritt. No bont here is a criminal offence.
Yep.
Just crazy. The big thing that I took away from this is that the Swans players are, as they do, take votes off each other. You've also got a Grundy in there who's in Australian form.
Yeah.
A Marty who kicked 9 along with some other little bags would take some votes.
Yep.
Heaney will be so far ahead at round 10.
Yeah.
And then Dacos will come. Cripper should be right behind him. But Sportsbet have Heaney at $4, Dacos at $4, Bont at 7, Cripps at 7, Merritt at 10. I think it's Heaney's to lose.
So we've got 2 players on 16, 1 on 17, 1 on 18, 1 on 19, and then 22 for Isaac Heaney.
Close count.
With the players that you mentioned that, you know, say, for example, if we start with Bont, would you assume a Merritt drops out of that in your head? Like, if you were to draw up that list?
I just think Bont will get votes from the umpies.
Yeah.
Because he's gone. I mean, you could say that about the argument about they take votes for each other could be done for any team. Because you say Treloar takes votes off Bont.
Well, every team's got
Everyone
more
has
than
that.
one good
Yeah.
player.
And you have to win a Brownlow, you have to be a winning team.
Yeah.
So it's going to happen when everyone's firing all cylinders. I'd say that Bont would be up there around that Dacos and Warner of that 16, 17 votes. Obviously not knowing anything, but I think he'd be. I probably thought Dacos would be a bit higher.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
'Cause he started real slow, but I think he'll be around the mark. It would be a Heaney Dacos.
For years to come, it feels like.
Yeah, I mean Dacos is just. They probably should have won last year.
Yeah.
But in saying that, even Neil's coming now. Like Neil is looking like.
Isn't he just putting together one of the sneakiest, like, good careers?
Yeah.
Just sort of...
2-time Brownlow medalist.
Yeah.
Like, so he could be up there as well. But that's where it's at the moment. I thought that, I think Heaney's still the clear favourite.
Yep.
Big time. Tom Hawkins, sad for Tommy. 2 months out. Injured a ligament in his foot. Now, let's hope he gets back for round 24. And let's hope he gets back, and kicks to 800 goals. He's on 796. If he can get back for the last game, then that'd be great.
Yep.
But if not, I think we might have seen the last of the big hawk. What a career. Let's get him. Let's get around him. What an absolute career. Been a dog for 18 years, chewing up defenders, pissing on them. Just a superstar, hasn't he? Been unreal, consistent. This year's been a bit quiet, but just a dog.
Yeah.
Was scary back in the prime, and you don't want to see one of the great forwards that we've seen in our game go down like that.
But also that specific type of forward. The barrel-chested,
bear in the
big
square.
tree trunk legs,
Yeah.
like that kind of...
Yeah, Hawkins 50, clear it out, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
That is sad because we just don't
We
make
don't
them
see
like
them.
that anymore.
I don't make them like that anymore. I'm back in the day. So very, very sad. Hopefully he gets back. It's going to be tough, I think. And he'd literally have to come back for the round 24 game.
So 2 months, how much footy have we got left?
9 weeks,
Yeah.
pretty sure. Oh, Mass is so bad in this show. Do you see all the comments?
Yeah, but I don't know either. I wouldn't know what 10% of anything is.
Apparently you just dropped the 0.
It can't be that easy.
It can be. So 300 is 30.
Oh, that is easy.
Yeah.
But I don't think we were trying to work out 10%, were we?
Yeah, I said what's 10% of 850?
Oh, right. So
800,
85.
that was 80. Yeah.
I was 80.
80, yeah.
No, 85.
I'm not doing this, mate. We sound so dumb. We know how to work this out, mate. We're very smart. You got the calculator out, apparently. It's like, hold on. And then when I said it up in my head, you're like, whoa.
Oh, that's
This
bloody
guy's
good.
pretty smart. No. I've got some Chinese whispers here.
Ooh.
Dan's desk, if you will.
Yeah.
So
Always will.
strap in for these Chinese whispers. If you're driving, pull over because you might just absolutely be rattled by what I'm about to say. First one isn't that big, actually. Now I think about it. Bailey Smith could make a return for finals. Come off an ACL. Yeah, you probably pull back on the highway now if you pulled over.
But get off for the next one. Yeah.
So that's pretty big.
Yeah, it's
if
awesome.
they get to the right, if they get to the point of the year and they're looking good, because the Dogs are one of those teams that can just turn like that.
Oh,
like you never
totally.
know. They got the forward line. They actually have the team there to do it.
Yeah.
It's just they haven't gelled yet. But if they do come good at the right time and things break right, then Bailey could come back in this team, which is big. He's in Greece right now, tanning, ripped as hell,
Is he
doing
really-
ab workouts.
I don't follow. I mean, obviously, you guys follow each other. So
Yeah,
is
mate.
He, really?
He's doing some things. Yeah, he's looking good. Tan, ripped, doing ab workouts, going for runs, change direction with the footy. I haven't seen him in nightclubs. Not sure if he's doing that, but he's in a feel good trip.
That's awesome.
Yeah, real
on
feel
him.
good. Speaking of tans, I now this is allegedly and a Chinese whisper I'm getting, but Jai Caldwell's tan,
Yep.
super tan.
True.
So either he owns a solarium or knows where to go where there is a solarium, or he's on Milano tan. Because
Melatonin.
is it Milano tan or melatonin?
Melatonin.
It was Milano tan.
Oh, well, is that different to?
Don't know. Let's say melatonin, Milano tan. Yeah, but his tan cannot be real. It cannot be real. We're in Melbourne.
Yeah, I mean, it's
I haven't seen the sun in since Jan.
a long time.
You know?
So I've not done a solarium before. They're just totally illegal. Like they're not
Very legal. I've done the Gold Coast there. Hot.
when they were. Were they? I'm
Legal on the Goldie. Yeah, we used to go to a place on Mermaid Highway, just all the boys on a day off.
Is that not the most Gold Coast sentence I've ever heard? Yeah, we used to go to a solarium on Mermaid Highway.
Yeah.
I bet you did.
on a day off, so we'd just go to the beach, have some brekkie.
But why?
Then book in for 15
you
minutes.
Need one.
Just get it up.
Top it up.
Yeah, top it up. Yeah, probably it's obviously very unhealthy given they're illegal.
Yeah.
Nothing like just sitting an inch away from the sun, just burning the
That's
skin.
true. That's true.
So I just want to know, and
Yeah.
maybe he's just a tan guy. That could be another
Yeah.
thing. But the tan, just extremely more tan than anyone else out there.
That's true.
I've got question marks on it. When you watch this week, guys, just Jai Caldwell tan watch.
Yeah, and if Jai himself is more than welcome to
Come in here. We'll do an episode from your solarium.
in the solarium,
Yeah, in it.
We'll need to keep the equipment out,
Bring it in.
but we will make it work.
Just watch this space.
Yep.
This is a huge, huge Chinese whisper. Stewie Jew to coach Port.
No.
Gathering momentum big time.
Don't they have a man in the way?
Josh Carr?
Yeah.
They're calling off him.
Really?
Let's watch Stewie Jew. Now, Stewie Jew's back at Brisbane, I think, doing some stuff with him. No wonder they've turned things around.
Yeah. Well,
You got a
true.
left peg out there in training, just pegging at you.
Yeah.
Your hand's going to be good. So there's some serious chatterboxes going on about Stewie.
Just trying to think if I can picture it, and I think I probably can.
He played there. Played
Yeah.
in that.
Yeah, true.
I can picture that. A favourite son returns.
Is Stewie Jew a favourite son of Port Adelaide?
They loved him.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a Port Adelaide legend.
Yeah, I suppose. He wasn't there training for the ballet. He was properly playing. So
Yeah. So that's just watch this based on that.
Yeah.
Someone there? Have you got a fucking surprise?
No, no.
I swear, if there's someone else coming
No,
to this
no,
podcast,
no.
mate.
I just wanted to look at the camera. I just sort of
Oh, okay.
like, hello. No.
Oh,
No,
you
you're
did a
fine.
Harry Potter thing. What the fuck did you do? What did you do?
Training for the ballet.
What does that mean?
Training for the ballet, Potter.
Oh.
See, what you need to keep an eye on, even if it's not Harry Potter related, I normally just give the camera a little bit of a wink.
I'm gonna start doing my own quotes that you won't understand.
Yeah, well, like what? What have you
Footy
seen?
quotes, all the footy
For
players.
just-
Jokes you wouldn't get.
Footy names.
Inside jokes.
Yeah,
Inside
so-
jokes you wouldn't get.
Huge whisper on Josh.
Yeah.
Josh
I'm gonna start
Tompkins.
doing that so you don't get it.
Yeah.
All right. Tom Lynch.
Yep.
Lynchy. Big linchpin. 2 left feet. You won't get that one.
Oh, wait, no,
That's what
I
you
don't get it,
used to call each other. Lived with him actually back in the day in the
Did you
Gold Coast.
really?
Yeah.
Good guy.
He is a good man, great man, actually, one of the best. Big hands,
Took
massive
a
hands.
lot longer to say that though.
No, I was just processing if I should say the next thing, given I'm actually mates with him.
Okay.
What sort of mates? Yeah, we're mates. Massive hands.
Really?
Huge hands.
Even
yeah,
for your- 'cause
big
you've got
mitts.
quite big hands.
Yeah, bigger than mine. Swallows my hand. Yeah,
Yeah,
big,
right.
big mitts. Had dinner
Yep.
with a Collingwood player during the week.
undisclosed player. Yeah.
Keep an eye on that. Big Collingwood fan growing up. At the end of his 7-year deal, I think he signed in 2018, 2024. Quick math I'm not good at. I think it's coming out of contract.
Yeah,
Not sure if he signed an extension during any point of that, but watch that space.
Geez, that contract's gone quickly.
Yeah. Collingwood would love another forward. I mean,
Be
there's
perfect.
little whispers about maybe Tex going there to finish his career, but you'd probably rather a Tom Lynch. Given where they're at and that midfield's at, easy delivery for him. Lynch is probably seeing the writing here. I've won 2 flags. 2 flags?
Yeah.
Won 2 flags. My time's here. This thing's actually like a Titanic. Like, we're going down here. Dusty's about to bounce to the Gold Coast. I'm out. Liam Baker's going to bounce over to the Perth. Like, maybe...
Oh, it's the Titanic at the moment.
It is, yeah. You'd want to jump off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the AIA Centre is notorious for having unbelievable facilities.
That's another thing.
So body-wise...
Needs it. His body's, I'm going to talk about later, but only played the 8 games in 2 years.
Wow. Yeah, see?
So maybe he's thinking the rehab centre over there is a bit better.
Yeah.
A bit closer to his house. Not really, actually. Further from his house.
Not by far, but yeah.
Just all counts, mate. Fuel. Cost of living's fucked these days. For a bloke who's at 1.2, you want to save every penny.
That's true.
So watch this space on that. Also, watch this space on Tattoo Watch. Updates. Vossi has one on his ankle. I think it's a Brisbane Lions one. Dawson has a guitar on his leg.
Interesting.
Rogue. Connor Rosé has something. Not sure what it is.
Okay, now that's exactly, for me at least, that's what I think of when I think of Tat Watch.
It's a perfect one.
I
Wouldn't have thought.
Wouldn't have thought he would.
Nah. Liam Jones chest tat.
Okay, yeah.
That's actually very good, these one. I've seen that one.
Yeah.
And Rayner with double ankle tattoos. One on each side.
Both ankles or on
I think
both
one
sides
one
of-
on each side.
Right, okay.
So watch this space.
An ankle tattoo.
Yeah, that would hurt.
That would really hurt.
And you haven't heard this yet, but I think we're going to get tattoos. I want to get a people's tattoo. I know you want to get a stick man,
Oh, a show tattoo.
but I want people to vote on a Tattoo Watch show tattoo. So I've messaged Jason Castagna asking if he'd come on the pod next week.
Next week.
And a lot of time to think.
Has he responded?
As time of recording, no.
Okay.
But if he says yes, then it could be you, me, Matty. He'll get inked up.
Imagine that.
I mean, I think Matty'd be in for it.
Okay, and so I've just
Yeah,
seen,
you have to think about this.
I've just seen wife
Yeah.
like
Harry Potter, you way out of this one.
Yeah, magic you out of this one. Right, so you were saying you're gonna what?
I think what we do is we take like a tattoo to a vote.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4 options. People vote on it, and then I'll get that on me.
Well, I
as
mean,
like a little to the show.
I'm looking at the hat behind you.
Oh,
The
yeah,
logo itself could work for sure.
Yeah, it could. Yeah.
But is there maybe like I don't know if there's like a famous quote that we've said, but there could be a nod. I don't know.
How about I get like an empty trophy cabinet and says Carlton Premiership, and the trophy doesn't get tattooed on until they win one.
Until no, I'm just kidding.
It's like what Sam Mitchell did. The rumor about him.
Yes.
Do you know about how his whole career in his house? I think the boys went there and stuff, and they'd go to his house and be like, "Oh, what's this like empty trophy box here? Like it's just glass and it says like there's nothing in there." He goes, "Oh, it's for my next Brownlow, my first Brownlow."
Yeah.
And that was like his motivation to get one.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. So maybe I'll do that. I'll just get an empty trophy cabinet.
Do I get St Kilda Beach with only one flag?
You should. What do you want in Stickman?
Well, I want the stick man for sure. So if he's here and we're doing it, then I'll do that.
Should get a face tat.
What on my
Oh,
face?
she a Stickman teardrop. So people know not to fuck with you on the street.
Scar.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no, that would
No?
be so horrible. You would as well.
Yeah.
You'd have a scar.
Okay. So watch this space, but you're going to put it out there for people.
Putting it out in the world, yeah. So you guys get to pick. This is your tattoo on me.
So and also, if I get it, is that my full time contract? Like,
Probably, yeah. That would probably that would count as you being full time. Yeah, yep,
Yeah.
sure, yeah. That would legally bind you in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna do that. Also, just separate to all this, Connor Iden's nickname is Seek. Iden Seek.
That's bloody good.
Just want to throw that little sprinkle in there. It's good.
That's excellent.
It's really good. Hey, let's do our picks. Let's pick some winners here. Now, before we do that, I just really want, if the AFL listen to this, which maybe they don't, I want them to turn the volume down on their app. Because when Dangerfield news came through last night, and I felt like I was at the fucking MCG at 9 p.m. Like, is there a way to turn that shit down? Or like, why is it so aggressive? Like, I don't need to be alerted like that.
Yeah.
Do you have it on loud ever?
No, I've only got it on vibrate.
Mate. I thought it was Friday night. I thought the first quarter was about to start. It was crazy. The stuff shaking, and there was like, what? What is happening? It was. I thought I could literally hear the ground.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, God, they've been doing some training for the Origin. That's what that must be. No, it was just the app going off.
Okay, well, good pickup.
I know. So hopefully they can learn how to turn that down. That'd be great.
Very funny.
Brisbane, Friday Night Football. They host Melbourne up at the Gabba tomorrow night. Now, Brisbane are $1.17 and 29.5 point favourites over Melbourne, who are $5.50. Melbourne coming in as massive underdogs here. Lions coming like a freight train. We know that.
Yep.
Won 3 in a row, looking to make it 4 in a row. Everyone is in form except for their superstar, Charlie Cameron. Normally has a Harley out. He's got like maybe a push bike out at the moment. Hasn't hit any form.
At least a postie bike or something.
Leave the postie, but you just know he's in the shed just revving it. It's ready to go. It's in the workshop. So you expect him to find some form. Will Ashcroft has pumped his footy up, thank God.
Yep.
And he's back. Mm-hmm. Did they play him in the VFL or did they play him in the team?
Did they?
I don't know. Do they? Well, he hasn't played any footy yet off his ACL. Do some Googling and see what they reckon.
I'll come back to
Go
that.
on Big Footy or something. They're normally pretty onto it. And I've got an aching tingle. You know what I get when that happens?
So this one hurts.
This one hurts a bit. This is like that should get checked out by a doctor here.
Yeah.
Telling me that the Brisbane Lions now just rocket their way in the top 4.
Yeah, okay.
I think they're going to lock
onto
themselves
something.
in. Yeah, they're aching downstairs for me. Really big time. So, and they keep getting better every week. Every week. So I'm taking Brisbane because Melbourne have nothing going for them at the moment. Nothing's going right. Nothing positive. And they can't score. And Brisbane will turn this game into an absolute shootout.
Just having a look. No real news as to whether or not he'll play VFL, but Chris Fagan has said he's got an open mind as to what happens with Ashcroft.
And that's great. That's all you want from a coach, to be open.
Yeah.
Wish I had those coaches. Just open mind.
Bit of a shut door policy
sub him.
for you. Yeah, true. Well, I mean, that kind of is
Would
perfect.
make sense. Yeah. But yeah, Melbourne don't have any. They can't score, so I think Brisbane will very much. We know Brisbane will turn this into a shootout.
Yeah.
They do it all the time. They hate defense. They're allergic to it, and Melbourne just will not be able to keep up with them.
No.
Jake Lever comes back, which gives them some support down there because Hipwood and Danaher are on fire.
Yeah.
Just Danaher. No, Hipwood is more of a dog at the moment.
Yep.
Hipwood's doing some things. He's turned into prime Wayne Carey with what he's doing out there. I mean, the only positive they have coming from Melbourne is that they didn't Will Max out there again to front the May stuff.
Oh, his
that's a
throat's
massive positive.
Really well and truly recovered by now.
Yeah, throat awareness is gone.
It's so
yeah, big time. So he'll be fresh. So I'm taking Brisbane.
Yeah.
Because what Melbourne have showed me is just they're not anywhere near
Yeah.
in form to win this game.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. And I'm just having a look at the margin and I'm tempted to go sort of 40 plus. I think that if it is a shootout, and I tell you what, you mentioned those two players there, but if Cameron can even pop up for 2 goals.
Look out.
Like, it's just...
Because Kyle Lohman's popping up for 2 now.
There you go. Exactly.
Their rising star winner, Wilson.
Yes.
Yeah. He's a player.
Yeah.
He's good.
He's a player.
He's a player. So now they've got... That ball goes in the forward line. Look out.
Yeah.
Everyone can score.
Yeah, it's a pretty
And there's
daunting
no
prospect.
defensive mindset in there. I'm sure there is to an extent, like they want to try and keep it in there.
Sure.
But it's very much like, hey,
Yeah.
let's go pick it for cherries.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, we like cherries.
Yeah.
We've got cherry trees in the Ford 50.
Back office.
Yes, please. Yeah. And so Melbourne, I think they're going to be allergic to cherries.
Yeah.
4 games on this Super Saturday. 4 games of football, and the fixturing for this is absolutely fucked. We've got 2 1:45 games and 2 7:30 games. KO going to get an absolute workout.
Yeah.
Split screen.
Oh.
This is going to be a shit show to try and keep tabs on
Yep.
what we're doing here. So the first one is North v Dogs at Marvel at 1:45, as I said. Looks like it's going to rain, but just if it doesn't and if it's a nice day for some reason, since we've got the double headers at 1:45 on Saturday starting from now, and if it's going to be a good day going forward, can we open the roof up?
Oh.
AFL, open it up. I know it's not great for TV, but when it's a nice day, let the boys see the sun.
It's not great, mate. I have watched so many St Kilda games there, and players can't even see when that shadow comes across. It's not about the TV anymore.
All part of it for me.
Okay.
Open it up. Back in the day, open it up.
I do miss when you'd see a player kicking it out after a behind, and you could see some of the Docklands buildings
It's cool.
in the back. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. You know why they closed it, actually? Because when I debuted there, I don't know if you saw the vision, I took Mark of the Year, but it was touched off a boot. So because I got so high on Brian Lake's shoulders,
Yeah.
when I was in the air, I saw a Jetstar flight go past me. And the pilot at Jetstar flight was like, oh, is that Daniel Gorringe? That's his first game. That's weird. He's this high. I was like, hey, guys, sorry, I'm about to come down. He's come with this mark. I think it's been touched off some guy's boot. And they came crashing back down. So ever since that happened, they closed the roof to keep the players in the stadium.
Well, it's an OH&S issue.
You know, if I'm up there with Jetstar flights and that plane goes down, I'm to blame for that.
That's not the AFL. That's you.
I can't pin that on the AFL.
Yeah.
That's on me. So that's why they brought that rule in to close the roof. So back to the game. Good. I'm actually happy for North fans. Can see some hope here.
Yeah.
As I said last episode, some light at the end of the tunnel. They're having a crack now, and all their fans, all their pants or shorts are a bit shorter. Big shin boners. Absolutely huge shin boners if they win this game. Even now, just a little it's like a little blood in the shin bone.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a full erect thing.
Well, they've got a shin twinge or like a sort of a shin.
It's not flaccid.
No.
It's not a shin
God,
flaccid.
no. God, no.
It's a shin awareness. That's what it is.
Definitely got shin
Real
awareness.
They're playing good footy. They're doing it without this is actually crazy. They're doing it without any of their 2023 draft players.
Wow.
So McKerch was injured, came back in the VFL, had 30, didn't play the first quarter. Too good for VFL, never played again. Dersma is back there, just cutting his teeth.
Yep.
Goad, I hope I said that properly. Goad.
Goad. How are we spelling that?
Goad.
Yep.
Dawson and Hardman. Now, these were all taken in the top 25 last year.
Wow.
So they got some young dogs ready to run right.
Yeah.
Just making sure that they're getting their development, they're feeding them well, and they're building something that's very scary. Now, they have to be very careful what they're doing. They're playing good footy, which is dangerous because last year they played good footy and cost themselves a number one pick. So let's just pull the reins back on this thing, maybe.
Got to decide what we want
Let's
here.
just see. Do you want to, win and build success, or do you want another number one draft pick and then go on with it next year? That's the decision they have here. Glenn Archer's son, Jacko. You can tell he's Glenn's son.
Oh, big time.
Yeah. Just eats bricks for brekkie.
Your voice even deepened a little bit when you had to...
But I was speaking about Jackson Archer. Yeah. That's that boy put hairs in your fucking chest, mate.
Big time.
He's a goal, that cunt.
And I'm sure Glenn said that before.
Glenn, when he talks about his son, he goes, you know what, I love my son. And that cunt just goes.
It goes and goes and goes.
It's like Glenn's just come back and put a bloody Guernsey on the way he plays. He's very good, yeah.
Bit of Botox.
I love what he's doing right now. But for the Dogs, they're off a bye. They love Marvel. You've said that. It's their deck.
Oh, they love it.
It's their track. It's where they do their best work. And I mean, the only thing for me is I don't know which dog's outfit rocks up here. You know, like is it going to be a doggy's outfit that just wants to have a crack, or is it going to be one that's like, ugh? Not really.
I feel like unless I'm missing something here, it's been a little while since I've seen that.
Okay.
Even in a loss.
Okay.
Like they're turning up for me.
Okay. Well, and then hopefully, I think if they're going to get Norton back, Darcy will come back after trying to break Maynard's back.
True.
So Lob probably is stiff after he played a good game. Yeah. Pre-bye against Freo. Poor Lob. So I think that those two come straight back in. I think the Dogs will be too good, but I just want to preface and put on the record, I wouldn't be surprised if the Shinboners win this.
I think that's fair.
Yeah. 145 as well on this game. Sydney, Freo at the SCG.
Are we going to do like one each, do you think? Is that like the smart thing to do for the show?
Do you want to do one each?
Well, I don't want to miss a game again.
Yeah.
I suppose for Monday. So maybe we pick,
Okay, which one do you want?
Probably would prefer North Bulldogs, but it's your show.
You can have it. Yeah, you can have it. Yeah, you can have that one. All right, you come back and do that one.
Okay, no worries, done.
Sydney Freo, SCG. Sydney $1.21, Freo $4.45. The line is 27.5. Freo fifth on the ladder. No one is giving them enough credit. And maybe it's because they're so far away in Perth that we just, forget about them and different time zones, and it's just confusing and, it's hard. But they're a good, honest, hard-working team, and I respect the hell out of what they've done this year. I appreciate them. I really do. Now, are they hot? No. No, they're good-looking for sure.
Yeah.
Are they exciting? Not really.
No.
Actually, no. Are they without Alex Pearce, so you may as well open the floodgates now? Yes, they are. Yep. Are they playing a team that is hot as shit? Yeah, they are. Are they playing a team that could just light you up because they've got a Fluffy, they've got a Grundy that's an Australian, and they've got a Marty that sometimes just turns into Buddy Franklin? Yeah. And for all those reasons, Sydney walk this one in.
Yep.
Just absolutely walk it in.
Tipster's choice, what do you think it is?
99-1.
Ooh, 97-3.
Wow.
So
So, yeah, this is Sydney are great, and until great stops being great, I got no reason not to pick them.
Done.
Yeah, I really am concerned
Totally.
about Freo not having any defenders this game. No Pierce. Yeah, nah, this is going to be bad.
Yeah.
This will be genuine floodgates. Take the pins out the gates.
Yep.
And just let the water
Let it
flow
go.
through. Very scary what Sydney are doing. They're a scary team.
Mm.
Scary team. Could they go the whole season without dropping another one?
They could do, yeah, without dropping another one. I don't see why not.
I've got the their fixture here, actually. Let's do this right now. So, they have Freo at home, Saints at Marvel next week. Mm-hmm. North at home, Brisbane at the Gabba. Dogs at home, Port in Adelaide. Pies at home, Essendon at Marvel, Adelaide at home.
Brisbane at the Gabba.
So let's go through them. Freo, this week they win.
Yep.
Marvel against Saints. Don't take the hat
I'm
off.
emceeing, but they'll probably win. Yeah.
Then North,
Yeah, they'll probably, yeah.
Lions at the Gabba.
That's a question.
50-50. That's the
you
one
know?
question mark there. Dogs at home.
Yep.
Port in Adelaide.
For me, still a
So
question mark.
two questions. Pies in Sydney.
Tough, but they'll win.
Essendon at Marvel.
Possible
Three question marks.
Yeah.
And Adelaide at home, SCG. So we've got 3 question marks for the rest of them.
And I feel like I'm being generous adding Port in, but I do still believe that either Crows or Port in Adelaide, it is just tough.
Port stink.
Yeah.
Thanks to the Guernsey, but you guys smell.
Yeah.
So do Adelaide. I think it'd be unbelievable if they did. I think Essendon were the last team to go like 22-1 and then win all their finals and the grand final.
Yeah. Well, St Kilda did it and then lost the grand final.
That's right, yeah.
We went that was the one.
That's so flattening.
Yeah. So it's amazing even when you go through that list that the 3 games aren't like, yeah, they'll lose that. It's just question marks.
Yeah.
So
They could do it. It'd be amazing. It would be amazing. This next game is actually good. Suns v Pies, and Pies travel the coast. And you're welcome, Gold Coast, for the bodies to sell this thing out. Sold out. People's Choice Stadium, whatever the fuck that joint's called.
No way.
Sold out.
That's
Can't
incredible.
get a ticket. Unbelievable. So it's going to be pretty cool to see the stadium full.
Yeah.
I've never seen it full. I've seen it full once when we played the Pies there. I was in the stands, obviously, so I definitely saw it full.
You saw it.
I saw it full from up the top.
A lot of Collingwood fans, is that?
It's all Collingwood fans.
Yeah, right.
A lot of Pies fans on the Gold Coast. And they travel as well. Pies fans
Well,
travel
that's true.
everywhere.
That's
yeah.
true.
I got a mate whose brother travelled with the Pies cheer squad everywhere for a year.
Excellent.
So it was unreal. Pretty weird. Pretty weird.
It'd be eye-opening.
You strike me as someone who would travel with the cheer squad.
I mean, I'd love that. Do they get financial support as well?
I don't think so. I think they get like meal allowance or something. I don't think they get anything paid for. I think they just travel.
Really?
Yeah.
I would have thought they would have. Yeah, I mean, I'd do it for sure.
No. So the Suns are $2.05. The Pies are $1.80. The line is 2.5. I don't know anything about the Suns. They're a yo-yo team. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Ben King will come back, and I just think the Suns, off the back of an absolute stink job in Perth, then this you can't. But then again, they killed comeback. That's how good they are at home. My heart tells me that Pies win this, which is so uncomfortable for me to say. Just coming out of my mouth, that felt gross. Just because I would love to see them not get the points here, because you know where I stand with them, Carlton Pies. But I think that they're just riding a wave right now, and they're getting Pendles back.
Yeah.
Whose 400th game looks like to be against Carlton, so that joint will be sold out.
Huge.
Mycheck back, DeGoey back, Leggy back, the lungs of the team's back. The lungs is back. Not when they can't breathe. No lungs in the team. So he's back. So it's going to be a great game. That's 4:35 as well. So you can actually watch that without having K on split screen.
Yeah, true. And here's my rule of thumb since joining the show. If you say something once, I listen to you. But if you say something twice, I genuinely believe you.
What'd I say?
And 4:35, slippery ball. They love the slippery ball.
So you going Suns?
So I'm going Suns.
Okay. Well, if I say that, I'm going to go the draw. I reckon we're due for a draw. I reckon this
Respect
game
it.
is set up perfectly for a draw here.
Perfect. Good.
Here we go. 2 7:30 games. What are we doing here? Geelong v Essendon. Okay, let me prepare myself to say good stuff about Essendon.
You can do it.
It's a Geelong home game, so that makes sense at the MCG. Fraud tests for both teams. I think the winner will come off fraud watch. Happy to take them off. Geelong are $2. Bombers are $1.85. The line is 1.5 points. And I find that very disrespectful to Essendon.
Yeah.
If I'm being completely honest. They're a top 4 team, and we're being told that they can maybe just beat a Geelong team who is arse at the moment, who is like drinking barley water and wondering why he got the runs.
Yeah.
That's what they are at the moment. Danger free to play obviously is massive for them, and I just cannot believe that the market, our good friends at Sportsbet, is telling us that this game's closer than what I initially would have thought at looking at it. The only way that I think Chris Scott can win this game if he just decides, hey, I'm a mastermind, let me just Rain Man put a plan to this thing and pull some strings.
I mean, it can happen. And let's not forget that, over the last few weeks, there's been a lot of brother v brother storylines. And, that's another one.
Another one. I think he should start with playing a fucking ruckman.
That'd help.
That'd help.
Yep.
So Stanley played the VFL, played against Port Melbourne, spoke to Billy Gowers during the week, did my hair. I said, hey, how's Stanley go? He said, you know what? He's too good for VFL. He's going to come back up. So he'll probably come back in. Too many headbands on the team. Still concerned about that. A lot of headbands running around, especially that back line.
That Geelong, Collingwood, Carlton game.
Yeah, a lot of too many headbands in line.
Central.
Too many. So, and now for Essendon, love this team. Love what they're doing right now. Did a great job getting the 4 points against a difficult West Coast team without Harley Reid. So that was good. Good win for the soul, that one. I felt that was very convincing. So Goldstein to come back, which will be good. Draper was very good last week. I haven't spoken about this guy at all, really, which makes me a bit sick. Durham. Dog. And hot. Hot dog.
He's a hot dog.
Hot dog. Just wants it more out there. Bursting out of stoppage. Hot. Probably jumping in the solly with Caldwell.
Yeah.
God, he's hot. Hot guy. And playing like he wants $1 million contract at the moment. Give him the keys to Avalon Airport.
Yeah.
Give him a fighter jet. Just a dog. Unbelievable. So he's really been a big surprise pack. Apparently he trained with Richmond, and Richmond said, nah, I don't really want you.
Not interested.
Nah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I don't know if was he a mid-season draft pick?
Let me just double check for you, mate.
Just a dog. I love what he's doing out there. Bit of attitude about him as well.
He was mid-season.
Yeah.
Pick 9. So
crazy.
Serious pickup.
Deserves the flowers. If you give him flowers, you probably eat it because he's a dog. We chew through them. So I'm going here on my new favourite team, Essendon. I'm picking them to get a victory here against those scoundrels, Geelong.
I'm with you.
Yeah, I reckon Essendon. I'm with you. I'm cheering behind you guys, and let's hope you guys get a win here. A 7:30 game again, which is great. Adelaide v the Giants in the City of Churches. And also, if you are going to this game, just beware of Hindley Street. I was there last week. Absolute eye-opening experience. Horrible. There is a guy there who yells at you, will ask you to buy cigarettes and 2 bottles of Jack Daniels for him and his mate. Say no.
Yeah.
It's a trap.
Yeah.
Trust me. $1.80 for Adelaide. $1.80. Wow. No. $2.05 for Adelaide.
Right.
$1.80 for the Giants. The line's 2.5. Now, Adelaide fans seem very flat that their team's playing again. I think they were very happy not to see their team. So now that they're playing, I think they'll be like, oh, here we go again. I have no idea why I'm about to say this. I have no reason to say this. I'm rolling with Adelaide. I think it's like that thing where, like, when someone tells you, hey, don't touch that electric fence.
Yeah.
And you're like, keep touching it.
Yeah.
I've got something that in me that tells me that they just can't be this bad.
Yeah.
I'm picking Adelaide. I reckon over the bye, few home truths.
Yeah.
A few beers around a fire.
Yep.
Just, hey, we need to be better than this. Nixie calling the boys up, getting the morale up. I just have a feeling that they'll win this game.
A few cab savs in the hills.
Yeah. A few getaways together.
Yeah. I mean, I trust your testicles over anything.
Thank you.
If they're fizzing, then they're fizzing.
I do. I mean, they get no Sammy Taylor for the Giants. His testes are ruptured.
Yeah.
Not a great injury.
No,
not a great injury.
Different vibe that he'd be feeling
Different
to
vibe.
what you're
Different
getting.
vibe, yeah. We know. Don't think I've told that story, actually. I would not say that. But I've... segue out of this way. No Sam Taylor. Something about my banjo. Sam Taylor's out. Adelaide... Broke it twice. Snapped twice. Blood everywhere. Adelaide get text back, and Riley Thorpe. Is it Thorpe?
Thorpe.
Mate, don't know what he did, couldn't run, decided to eat some weights. He's big as shit. He looks. Have you seen the vision?
Yeah,
on him?
big.
Man, he's scary. So he could come back in as well. Good round of getting people back into teams.
Yeah, we love
I feel like
that.
everyone's coming back here. So he's an absolute monster. And for the Giants haven't kicked over 80 points since round 7.
Wow. And that's what they were really on fire at about that point.
They were fun and dangerous.
Yeah.
We sat there and said, this tsunami from the back line just
Yeah.
pours points on, but they haven't kicked over 80 since round 7. And they're actually, since round 7, been a little boring and bland
Yeah.
for mine.
Which is...
And it's not them.
No.
They're fun. Their social media is fun, but their on-field stuff isn't letting them be as fun as what they're portraying at the moment. So I'm going Adelaide.
I'm gonna join you. Why not?
Yeah,
You only live once.
you do. Well,
Unless you
depends.
hit-
I'm convinced my dog has come back as as a human spirit in his body.
Oh, okay.
You know how they think they're reincarnation? I don't believe in
Yeah.
anything, actually. This is weird for me to say. I don't believe in anything. But
Yeah.
sometimes I look at my dog and I'm like, okay, there's a Chinese man in there.
Oh, you've met that man before, you
I
feel?
think I have. He likes, like, we have Chinese quite often, actually. He likes it.
Oh.
The listeners won't understand what happened here. YouTube will get it.
I told you I'd leave if you did it again.
You can't
It's so
have to finish the
fucking-
episode.
Well,
You can't.
quickly then, go.
You can't.
Doing my head in.
So Saints, this is Sunday. Saints take on Power at the Marvel. $1.79 for the Saints, $2.07 for Adelaide Lions, 2.5. You're back. You're working the microphone.
Yep. Mate, we're on. I'm feeling this game.
Sing something for us.
Anything?
Yep. I've never heard you sing.
this-
Come on, Ollie, sing for me.
The sun will come out
Tomorrow.
Bet
Tomorrow.
better than tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
I reckon Saints. Saints.
You are the voice. What's the vibe? What are you thinking?
I'm feeling good. I mean, look, if we're going to have the same outlook on what Adelaide have done, we're just coming off a bye off the back of 3 really good weeks, a close loss to Brisbane and 2 wins before that. I like where St Kilda are at, clean bill
Yeah.
of health, and Port Adelaide, as we know, are very gettable.
Well, let's
They-
say about Ron Marshall at the moment.
In what respect?
As in either he'll be captain or he'll bounce.
Haven't heard that.
Whoa. Should not have told you that then. Is that scary?
broken that to me in a vulnerable
sorry.
time.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that one.
Okay, figured I said that. I am Men in Black kind of. I think that the Saints will win this game.
Yep.
I like what they did last week. I hope they stay with that game plan. I think Ross the Boss is still a mastermind.
Yep.
He's very smart at what he does. And I'm only saying that, and I'm more confident saying that only because Port last week, what they showed me, I said that's the worst performance I've seen all year. And I think they're off Ken big time. And if they do lose this, Port, they might leave Ken in Melbourne. Or if they win, they give him an 11-year contract.
Yes.
So it's like which one do you want here?
Yeah.
But everyone's been harsh on Ken, but you kind of forget what he did for this club.
Yeah.
When he got there, they had to put tarps on seats because no one was going to the games and they got booed. They were that bad. So you have to appreciate what he's done.
Yep. The grass isn't always greener.
It isn't, unless you got Stewie Jew. And his ass is always greener.
That's true.
And I've got him on my ass cheek. I'm going Saints because Port showed me last week that they've had Knuff.
Yep. Knuff is
Knuff
certainly
is
Knuff.
Knuff.
Yep.
How many we pull into that game? 12,000?
We'll crack 20.
Crack 20.
I reckon we'll crack 20.
Get there. Okay. Hey, 3:20 game. Best time slot for footy for mine. 3:20 Sunday. A few beers before, a few beers after. Carlton v Richmond. Blues are $1.11. Tigers are $6.70. The line is 39.5. Tom Lynch injured again. I mean, we warned. I remember sitting here.
I distinctly remember you.
Yeah, round 1 saying, hey, don't bring him in yet. Hasn't done a preseason, maybe playing for a half in the VFL. No need to bring him in. It's round 1. This isn't the grand final. Brought him in, gets injured. Comes back again against Hawthorn. We say here again, hey, Adam hasn't played a game of football. Let him just get back into the swing of things, brings it back in, does a hamstring, out for 2 weeks. Adam's ears are bloody painted on, are they?
Oh, yeah.
Adam Uze, more like bloody Adam Uze oil leaking out of his... I tried. I don't even have anything there. Bloody Adam oozing, Adam leaking, Adam... help me here. Adam Uze. Adam oozing oil out of his ears because they're bloody painted on.
Or something like Adam. Who say what? I couldn't hear.
Yeah. Adam, what do you say?
Yeah. There you go. We worked this in. We're just...
Adam, who's that? Adam, what did I say?
Adam, what did I say?
Zach Williams game 150. Dog.
Nice, well
Just
done.
dog. Well done, 150. Blues are just going to come in on Sunday. I think it's pretty straightforward for everyone here, isn't it? Going to come in and absolutely put that percentage to the roof. Like you're not playing at Marvel.
Yep.
Lube would come off it.
Yep.
And if you are sitting behind the goals where Blues are kicking, just look out because that ball will be coming through thick and fast.
Yeah, get a hard hat, maybe.
Get a hard hat, yeah. Maybe ask if the AFL can keep the mesh up.
Yeah.
For when they're kicking that end. Just going to be an absolute percentage boost here. I don't think there's any more of that, is there?
No, I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah, and maybe
Blues.
Dusty doesn't play.
Well, exactly.
I heard Adam Moduse say on the radio today, because you could hear, he said that he doesn't know if he's going to play Dusty because they have 8-day breaks and 6-day breaks, and they're not sure which games they actually think they're a legitimate chance to play and win. So that's what they're going to decide where to put him in.
Smart.
I think he just say, hey, well, let's go to Perth next week instead. Hopefully he does. Then last game, the return of our young king, our saviour. Harley Reid is back. West Coast, $2.64 against the informed, cool, swaggering Hawthorn Hawks, who are $1.49. The line is 30.5. Now, this game it tears my heart a bit because we've both been big on both teams.
True. It's true.
We've flown the heights of the Eagles and we're trying to be cool and in with the Hawks.
We love big birds this year. That's just what it comes down to.
Yeah, I mean, we hate Adelaide.
No, I mean...
You do, sorry.
No, I mean big birds, though.
That's disrespectful.
Not little sort of...
Yeah, little pissant crows.
Yeah, or like magpies and stuff. We love
True.
big...
I don't like magpies at all.
But,
Yeah. So this is going to be
Birds of
hard.
prey.
This is going to be hard because the Hawks, they're red hot and they're cool with it. They need a win to keep their finals chances alive. Big test for them to go on to Perth. I know it's the Eagles and... the Eagles are where they are, but the Eagles are a different side at home, and they get Harley Reid back in, who's fresh, and everyone's excited about him coming back. So, big test.
I don't know where to look for this one.
Neither do I.
I feel like would I be right in saying that if Reid was back for a game, so say whoever West Coast play next week, I'd feel more confident in West Coast? Like, it's just like you just give him one more game to like...
So you think it's going to be a
come
Colbert's
back
game for him? Maybe a bit rusty.
I don't know,
You know what? I'm actually more concerned about the deck there. It's horrible at the moment.
Why is that? Do you know?
Did you see it during the week?
Yeah, but do you
It's
know
general
why?
sandpit. I don't know. Just not that it's going to have any effect on the game. I just don't know if that's a factor at all. I don't like it. I'm going to go... Oh, it's going to break my heart. Everything tells me Hawthorn keep rolling, but West Coast are good at home. So I'm only going to go off what form's telling me, and I'm going...
Hawkton. You don't want to go a draw?
No, I've already used my draw.
Already used your draw? I reckon West Coast.
Oh, it's going to be great.
Good game.
Hey, it's
really
going to be actually for a graveyard game. Tune in. It'll be great. I mean, this game overlaps with the game before. So again, now we're on fucking double duty again.
Does the St Kilda game overlap with your 3:20 game too?
It finishes right before. Then they switch the coverage.
Okay. She's a busy Sunday.
Busy weekend watching footy.
Well, even off the back of the last couple of weeks with the previews, I feel like it's done within about 2 seconds, and this list just kept on going.
Yeah, well, we're done now.
Games.
We're done now. Hey, hey, everyone, it's the time of the week where we jump on Sportsbet's feed and follow the bets we have there. All our bets will be there for the round of football, so jump on the app, follow us. I feel like it's going to be raining goals this round.
Oof.
I really do. So, Charlie Cameron to find form. Vroom, vroom, kick 2. Jamara Ugelhagen to kick 2 or more. Joel Marty in form, no defender Sofreo to kick 4. Jeremy Cameron to kick 2. And Matty Ohies to kick 1 on Sunday against Richmond. Bundle that together. It's a nice juicy feed. All on the app on Sportsbet. Follow us now. Go and get it.
I'm feeling full already.
Yeah, same. Anyone got some laxatives from that feed?
I need a moment.
Hey, enjoy your football. Enjoy your weekend, mate.
Thank you.
You'll be back at Marvel.
Certainly will.
Everyone say good day to you.
Yep,
Take some
please do.
selfies.
Yep.
He needs another 1,800 followers for his 10K trivia party, which I'm throwing for him. So if he gets to 10K, then I will throw him a trivia night where you host trivia, which is weird.
You're throwing it
It's
for
fucking
me,
not
but
Harry
I'll
Potter
do it.
themed. I guarantee
No,
it.
it's footy.
Thank God.
Footy, I'll obviously probably throw a couple of questions in.
Okay.
Because clearly people are into it. But
Okay, great.
It won't be a full Harry Potter night.
Great. Gatorade lose by run by starts again.
Yep.
Let's be honest, I'm not running any case. No, we're not adding to the bank this game. But
Put 'em on ice.
We did that. So we also, the Gatorade Team of the Year, which we're getting the Blazers for.
Yep.
We're working on that as we speak. I'll have something there. So we have Sicily, Waterman, Merritt, Dacos, Warner, Cameron, Maxi Gorn, Harley Reid, Rosie, Wangani Miller, Rao, and Sarong on the team right now.
Good team.
Put to the poll forward because we need the forward.
Yep.
We had Kerno, who kicked 5, had 13 touches. Hipwood had 5 and 10 marks. Stringer had 5 and 20 touches. Zerha had 4 and 12 touches. Kerno is in the team. Mm-hmm. Again, not great for the Blues bias that I'm portraying. That I don't pick this. We don't pick it at all.
No.
It's very close. He's got 40% of the votes, and Stringer had 35% of the votes.
Okay.
So Charlie will add to the team, and we will send them their blazers at the end of the year.
I love it.
Yeah. So it'll be good. It'll be good. So enjoy your weekend, guys. If you're playing footy, just hang in there. It's fucking cold out there.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Thinking of you.
Take some time for yourself after the game.
Yeah.
Try and get a game if you can. Watch a game.
Yeah.
Difficult time to watch them, but if you can, do that. We'll see you all on Monday for a massive, massive review. I'm going to watch Harry Potter this weekend as well.
No.
Just number 1, I think.
Can I come over?
Well, yeah,
I
you
don't really feel comfortable you watching it and
Alone.
I'm not there for
I'm going to
it.
watch the first one and give you a review of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Which, I mean, everyone will love that. Listen to this.
Oh, yeah.
I believe 15 years late till done it.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing. All right, mate.
Take care.
Let's get out of here.
What's gambling really costing you? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.